Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 11 now. Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 brings up second and 12. At the
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Play action. It's Tannehill. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Third and 2, Tannehill. Caught left side by Hilton.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a dump off here complete. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. The give to Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of...
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the 45-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And the Ravens.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 17, Colts 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Tremont Smith on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This one into the hands of Burton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
The 29-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4 at the Ravens' 9-yard.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Here's Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Back now in Indianapolis.
With the score.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score.
Touchdown, Colts.
Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes it at the 7. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On second down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
The 24-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash. This from 33. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Ravens' 28-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
On the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Maybe a free play here for Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They find some open field here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get them closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll look to run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Down and goal to go.
Now Tannehill. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, buying time to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Loss of 3 yards. It's 2nd down.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.